What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Kingdom Prototype, the blueprint for abundant living. I'm your girl, Lex.
I'm your girl, Jazz.
And what's good? Come on in the room. Okay, so as y'all know, we have been in our Vision Month, our Vision series. We have been writing the vision, okay, and making it plain. Because a man without a vision perishes. Okay, can we talk about it? That's two scriptures I put together. Ooh, that was smooth, huh? Thank you, I know. So we have been intentionally writing the vision and making it plain about what our abundant lives look like. Jesus said, y'all already know, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly. But what does that look like for you and me and she? It's important to begin to write that down, to ask God to show you the vision that he has for you in your finances, in your purpose, in your intangibles, in your identity. In your self-confidence, the way you show up in the world, right? But it is also important, here we go, to write the vision and make it plain for your relationships. Relationship is such a big part of what we do as humans.
Right, most definitely.
So it's important to write the vision and make it plain, both romantically and platonically. What does that look like? Because your relationships are either going to propel you into your... Can we talk about it? They either going to propel you into your abundant life, your destiny,
right? Or
they going to take you the opposite way. You choose.
Right.
I came in a little hot.
And it's just so crazy because I feel like a lot of people, they kind of get turned off from society's norm or view of relationships. And I feel like that's why it's so important to have the correct understanding of a kingdom relationship.
That's good.
So that we can know the original way that God intended us to interact with each other.
Yeah. Because
it's so easy to get caught up in, you know, societal norms and societal relationships and everything. So
because it's rough out here. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah,
it's rough out here. Dating and also finding friends.
Right.
Like it really is. And so sometimes people can become so hopeless. Oh, that's good. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna stay on track. Because it can go to the scarcity abundance mindset. The scarcity.
Right. Ain't no good friends out
here. Listen,
ain't
no good friends out here. Ain't no good men out here. All of them.
Right.
There's how many billion, trillion people in this?
I don't trust nobody.
Don't even get me started with that. Don't even get me started with that.
That's what happens when you fall into the societal norms of what relationships supposed to look like according to society.
Exactly. Ooh, that's so good. And okay, anyway, I'm moving on because I can stay there all day. Okay, the scarcity and abundance mindset. Right. So let's just move on. But let's just move on, Jesus. We gonna move on. We gonna stay on track today. And I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Well, I know I was talking about having a good understanding of the kingdom relationships. I don't know if you was gonna piggyback up. Like,
I don't know what I was gonna do.
Child.
But yeah, so let's talk about it because I don't remember where I was going. Okay, my muscles looking kind of. Anyway, so what for you? What is we're lumping them all together, okay? Platonically, romantically, because those would be a million different episodes. We one episode. Like I said, we lumping them together. So what does that look like for you, or what is a kingdom relationship?
Girl, you done took all the good ones, so let me try not to.
Oh wait, go ahead, take mine, take them all. I know, I was over there.
As soon as I was about to say something, like,
come on, girl,
you got it, sis. So for me, I would say that it looks like unconditional love, and what I mean by that is loving me, caring about me, caring for me, having my best interests at heart, regardless of what I can do for you, regardless of what I have, or who I am, or whatever. Just
that's good. Love me for me,
right? Love me for me. Which is what God expects of us as well. But
wait, no, pause, time out. We got to sit right there.
I ain't got nothing else to say. That's all I had to say.
But that's what God expects of us. But sometimes we be out here loving God for what he can do and not for who he is. Can we talk about it? That's not what this episode's about, though. So that was nasty. That was, we just gonna drop that one. We just go segue because we gonna come back to that. Okay, anyway.
And I would just say that just being surrounded with like-minded individuals,
I'm trying to
extremely important. People who, like we were saying earlier, propel you into your destiny. People who just uplift you and support you, and just people that you can be, vulnerable with and be yourself with.
Yo, facts.
And I feel like that is my idea. I feel like I left some of things off, but in general, I would say that's my idea of having a kingdom relationship. Also, having a relationship that glorifies God as well.
Absolutely. People who I can take with me to my garden of Gethsemane, and who can see me when I'm at my lowest, when I want to punch people in the face, when I want to cuss people out, because I'm not delivered from cussing. In the mighty name of Jesus. Just gonna be honest. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people who can see me there but don't judge me for it. And who can encourage and help me become better, become more Christ-like. If I'm not gonna say if that makes sense, but if that makes sense, that's good. But if that makes sense, like, I need you to be able to go to the top with me, and I need you to be able to go to the bottom with me.
Thanks. And I don't need you to be like Peter, them falling asleep on me while while I'm out here. I need you to stay woke.
stay woke. Stay
woke. But that's good.
Yeah,
that's good,
absolutely. I don't know why I'm going here because it's off script, but I'm reminded of Jesus and how somebody put it like this: how Jesus had the 3, the 12, and the multitude, and each one got to see Jesus got to see different aspects of Jesus. So the 12 and the multitude, they wasn't at the Garden of Gethsemane. They didn't go with Jesus on the Mountain of Transfiguration. Saying, okay, cool. Make sure we on here, right? Like, it's important to identify. I don't know why we going here. This one there. It's important to identify those people who you are going to allow in your inner circle. You can't take everybody. Can't take everybody.
As much as you may want to.
You can't take everybody to the garden with you. You can't take everybody to the mountain of Transfiguration with you. You just can't. That is exclusive for the inner circle that God has brought into your life. And I think sometimes we get in trouble as humans because we are trying to take the people who are supposed to be in the 12 and supposed to be in the multitude. We trying to take them to the garden, and then they don't respond and they tell your business to everybody. Facts. Okay, they gossiping and all that good stuff, and then we're upset and I'm not supposed to be stepping on toes, and we're mad at God. But God is like, I didn't intend for that person. You didn't consult me about this person, right? And I would have told you if they are supposed to go to the garden with you, right? Not everybody is meant to. Sorry,
that's real.
If they were, Jesus would have took everybody with him to Gethsemane and up top.
That's real, and I feel like I definitely had to learn that the hard way. I definitely had to learn that the hard way for sure.
Yeah. Ooh. What? Because, and then it's like, because I don't know why we go here. Not everybody has the capacity to go into so it's not all about the betrayal or the talking or whatever. Sometimes it's just a sheer, it just has to do with capacity. Right. Not everybody has the capacity to see you and handle you when you're at the garden and when you're at the mountain of configuration. And so sometimes, because it's just coming, it's flowing, slow it down, Holy Ghost, slow it down. Okay. Sometimes we are trying to be in relationship with people who just flat out, maybe it won't be forever, but at that time, just flat out don't have the capacity
right
to meet us where we are.
That's good.
And we take it personally.
So personal. So personal. Definitely take it personal.
Go ahead. You look like you just.
No, it's just when you said personal, it kind of triggered me. I'm like, yeah, definitely take it very personal. But no, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, and so we're out here taking it personal, but it's not personal. It's just they don't have the capacity,
right?
And they might not even realize that they don't have the capacity, but they just don't have the capacity. It's not a personal attack on you.
That's good.
They just don't have the capacity, and when you learn that, listen, you can move and shake differently. Okay,
right?
Can we talk? Because when I learned it, because at first I was trying to. And it was sad and made me mad, and I was frustrated because I'm like, yo. But then I learned it's a capacity issue.
Right.
Not a knock on me. It's not even intentional sometimes. Just don't have the capacity. I feel like I talked for like 5 minutes, so I'm done.
That's good though, because I can recall like times in my life where I felt like God was removing people from my life, but I really struggled with that because I took that personal. Because I'm like, but they're not, they're not a bad friend, but they're not. This is me talking to God. Like He's trying to remove people from my life, but I guess I'm thinking like, well, they're not a bad friend, so why are you trying to remove this person from my life? But they're not a bad. Boyfriend or whatever. Why are you trying to move this person from my life? But I had to realize it's not about them being a bad person. It's just about them being like just not having the capacity, like you said, to go to that next level with me. So I feel like I really had to understand it because it was hard for me.
Fast.
And I feel like as a result, I held on to a lot of relationships that I felt like should have ended a long time ago. Yeah. But the fact that I just couldn't understand, I guess what God was trying to do at the time. Yeah. So yeah. What?
I'm like, I'm gonna say it anyway, and then if you don't want to talk about it, we ain't gotta talk about it. That's fine. I'm also curious though, as to sometimes if we hold on to people out of the fear of loneliness. Like, God, I see you trying to remove these people, and if you take them, bro, it's just gonna be me.
That's good.
Go ahead.
No, I could say that I definitely feel like that played a part in, some previous relationships that I've been in, just out of the fear of loneliness and just wanted to have, somebody, and I'm talking about friendship and, platonic relationships and romantic. But yeah, just like you said, out of the fear of not wanting to be alone, just wanting to have somebody have like an outlet, just have your person, like that person is. Yeah, so I agree to that. Yeah,
because we're human, we're social beings, and we weren't created to do life alone. If Jesus didn't do life alone, why do we think we can?
Right.
If our ultimate blueprint, y'all want to talk about blueprints, okay? If the ultimate blueprint didn't do life alone, why is it that so many of us are out here trying to do life alone? Even if you don't want it, I'm shaking the camera. Oh, she's shaking the table.
I'm weak. Shaking the table.
I am weak. That's why I did my dog. And I lost my train of thought. Even if you don't desire marriage, even if you don't desire to be married or whatever, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But you still need relationships. You still need platonic relationship. You still need those people in your life, in your corner,
right,
who you can take to the garden and who you can take to the mountaintop.
Right.
Or that's exactly what I mean. I was about to say for lack of a better term, but that's exactly what I mean. I'm going to say what I mean, what I say. Okay.
And also, I feel like you need to realize when it's time to let go of those platonic or romantic relationships.
Ooh,
because that's something I definitely, like I said, struggled with in the past. But I think that's also important when you know, like knowing what to look for and knowing when it's time to let go. I think that's extremely important. Knowing when you've outgrown someone. That doesn't make them a bad person. That doesn't, you know, make you a bad person for not wanting to be their friend, their girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. It just
capacity.
Yeah, capacity. It's just time's up.
Yeah,
it's expired.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that's an important concept in the topic of relationships as well.
And allowing yourself the space to grieve the loss of friendships and the loss of relationships. When God starts to say, "No, fam, got in it." I'm tired. I just thinking back. Just I got triggered. Just thinking back.
Facts. That's real though.
Just thinking back. Like I remember, I'll never forget. I had asked God to. I think I asked him to show me what his word says about vulnerability or something like that, or what he says about vulnerability. Like this was like right when I was like, my therapist at the time had called me out for being surfacey. Okay, and so I was like in this space where I'm kind of like practicing this whole like vulnerability thing, and then like opening up and having more than two feelings. Can we talk about it? Okay. Anyway, and so I remember like, well, God, what do you say? I don't know what I was thinking he was gonna say, but he immediately started to show me about friendship. And the funniest thing is, he started exposing my friendship.
I am dying.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. Okay,
point him out.
Listen,
my boy was.
No, like, you know what I mean? And it was so hard for me at the time because, first of all, I already keep a small circle. Okay, like, anyway, that's another conversation. But like, the friends that I had, and we still cool peoples. Ooh, let me tread lightly. Let me reword what I was about to say. Let me tread lightly. He just began to expose that this is what kingdom friendship look like, and right now your current friendships aren't mirroring my intended purpose. Right. And it was rough because I was like, yo, we gonna be down forever.
Right.
ever.
Facts. And I think for me, as far as from the letting go perspective, I really struggle with that because it's like, it's hard when you have somebody like who you have been vulnerable with. Y'all had like all these kind of experiences with. Y'all got each other, you know, secrets, and basically it's, you have so much attached to this person. It's like it's hard. It's hard to
God's like, no.
Right. God's like, what I said. I don't care about nothing you talking about. Yeah, you got a lot of tattooing, but what I said. But yeah, that's what made it so hard for me, is because of the anxiety of starting all over and having to open up. Like, I don't really enjoy being vulnerable, if I'm being honest. Like, nobody. It's uncomfortable. So, but that's a part of dating. That's a part of new friendships. Like, you have to open up and meet people. So anyway, what I was getting at is the anxiety of that, like having to start all over, having to trust people all over
again.
And it was just like, I was at a point back then where I was willing to hold on to what I knew had inspired.
Hold on to familiar.
Right, hold on to familiarity. Why I tried that? Like, why I tried that? Why I just couldn't let it go? Like, I just had to try to hold. I was at a point where I was just, more willing to hold on to
familiarity.
What's familiar, than to start all over, because it was just uncomfortable, and that got me nowhere. It got me nowhere. So, yeah, letting go is definitely.
It is. But you got I'm getting back on track. I'm getting it back together. But you brought up a great point. So why I try that?
He's like, I don't even know. I just could have let it go. Like you said it. That was good enough.
And I about butchered the word when I said it too, so that's why it's so funny. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all just don't know. But you brought up a great point where it's not so black and white. Feelings are attached. Memories are attached. My dog is trying to jump in my lap. Like, all of these things are attached. And so it makes it even harder when God is like, but like, you can't take them with you. This ain't what I got for you. I actually got better. Well, this ain't, I'm trying to tread lightly. But like, okay. Like, this isn't what I have for you. Will you trust me? I'm reminded, y'all remember that meme where it was, I think it was Jesus, and the little girl had like a little teddy bear. Oh yeah. And Jesus had a bigger one behind the back, and she was like, but I don't want to let go. I don't know what she said, but she essentially was like, I don't want to let this go. And Jesus is like, let it go. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Right. Because he has something better. Bigger. How about that? More kingdom. Right. Or whatever. But so often we're afraid to let go, so we settle. Can we talk about it? I don't want to settle toes. I'm trying. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. But sometimes God's not going to release the promise or the bigger teddy bear until you let go of the little one. Right. Facts. So he is barking. He sees something in the mirror and he is barking out. Come get y'all's mascots. Come get him. Come. This dog is literally barking at his reflection in the mirror. Can we talk about it? Come here, little boy. Can we? This dude is legit, so funny. Like going in, my bro. He is like, who is what? I am dying. And I lost my train of thought because that was funny. Come get y'all mascot. Anybody want to talk to me? Let me know. He's talking about you letting go and how hard it can be. The teddy bear. Yeah. So my point in all of that, whatever, is sometimes you got to grieve that loss. The loss of the friendship. I know. I don't know what. We just gonna ignore my child. Come here, Ace. Barking at. Come here. Barking at. I cannot. I don't know. Let him have it, Ace. Tell him don't mess with you. Let him have it. You tell him, Ace. I'm dying. My point. Come here, big boy. So my point is, people. I don't know what he sees, but I'm gonna have to go back in a second. You have to allow yourself the space to grieve that, to grieve the loss, because it's a loss and it's hard and it sucks, but it's necessary. Just take them. And I also feel like sometimes. I also feel like sometimes God probably like, yeah, you hold on to that relationship, but that was for you. That wasn't for me. Oh, that's nasty. I wasn't nowhere in that. I'm not saying all relationships, but I'm saying, some relationships where we're so holding on tight to them, and God's like, all that you holding on to, that's for you. I wouldn't know where this ain't my idea of a relationship for your life. So it's wild. It's wild out here. Yeah. But I definitely I don't think kingdom relationships are talked about enough. Mm-mm. And like I said earlier, I know we have to wrap it up soon, but like I said earlier, I just feel like we can get so consumed about societal relationships. That's good. To where we get to a point where we don't even want to hear about kingdom relationships because we're over it at that point. A lot of people just fed up. They got trust issues. And all this madness and so it's that's real. And I feel like that's a trick of the enemy. Absolutely. Because he knows that when we get in community, when we get in a relationship, right? He's gonna go the other way, and we gotta close out. That he knows that when that happens, like, it just becomes nasty, even nastier.
Right.
Like, talk about iron sharpening iron. Talk about your ability to really walk through life and to dodge his darts, because now my dog. Because now you're in community, y'all. My dog is distracting me, and it's really funny because my chest hurt. I was laughing so hard. But our point is, peoples, as we begin to close out, because we still got an outro. Okay, take your thoughts, questions, visions about relationships in general, all of them, platonically and romantically, to God, because He has it for you. He has it for you. Okay. We distracted. I'm distracted. It's really me. You distracted?
Yeah, I'm distracted. It ain't just you.
It ain't just me. Yeah.
But hopefully they got something good.
Listen, I hope y'all got something good, because my dog was barking at himself he literally his reflection. He was barking at himself, and it took me out. Okay,
now he coming back looking all innocent.
Right, like he's like literally, like literally, and it's like it's just you, bro. And so